And live. Looking at Bitcoin on the week, Sunday, late, only a few hours, 2 a.m. Central Time. So we've got 7.5 hours till the markets open, I think. I could be wrong about that. So the week is looking good still. I mean, couple things to keep in mind. We're still at this resistance and we could go down. Maybe not all the way to 52, but maybe all the way to 52. We got a green candle so far, but that's only like 7 hours. We're only 7 hours into this weekly candle. So we'll have to see. But things are looking good, even if it dips, because what goes up must come down, right? And we started all the way back here. We got one huge bump. Then we came back to our EMA line, dipped beneath it, bounced off it up again, came down a little bit, and then went back up again. So, and right now on the weekly, we could either get pegged or we could lose some RSI, right? So on the weekly, I like the MACD. I'm not going to say that I love the MACD on any other time frame, but on the weekly, I like the MACD. And so far, it's looking fairly good, from a MACD perspective. We still got a lot of headroom on the MACD to go up, that's for sure. That's not much of a dip there. So, yeah, Bitcoin, 1 week, looks good. Let's look at it on the day. And we bounced above that line and then we came back underneath it. So, what was our low on the day here? What does that look like? 59.4 was our low. So yeah, I could see it bouncing around this line middle of the week, easy. 2, 3 more days. I could see it bouncing along this line till Friday, and then some freakish time Saturday, it just takes off, right? Does something stupid. At this point, I'm not sure what to expect out of Bitcoin anymore. I mean, I expect it to go up, but I'm not expecting the parabolic yet. Not expecting the parabolic. And then Ethereum on the day is looking like it's still consolidating through a weekend, right? And then all the other ones are looking good. So let's look at Cake on the day. Let's look at Cake on the week first. I haven't looked at Cake in a couple days. I've had some real medical things come up. So here we go. Cake forming a really weak 1-2 with just a few hours into the second week here. Very weak 1-2, as a matter of fact. We go into the day. Look at you. Now, I think the last time that I was talking, I said I'd like to see this bounce through the weekend and then start to form a perfect 1 and then 2 day candle, right? So 7 p.m. tomorrow Central Time is when I'll be looking for this thing to go up. And then I guess probably 1 o'clock. I'm hoping that it'll be higher. This one candle still got plenty of breathing room to go up. The MACD, I don't know. MACD doesn't look that good to me. But let's put the RSI back on there. And we're squiggling. We're squiggling on cake. I'd expect to see that. So not bad. So on a daily, if cake starts to trade, and this will be tomorrow, right? But tomorrow, if cake starts to trade above this with a green 2, then it's a buy, right? And what was I saying before? Like 23. So if you get in at 25 to 23, that's 12%. That's totally worth it. If you're trading, right? For me, I'm not trading. So let's look at cake compared to B&B. So I had this big nasty channel, and I'm going to extend it, but I'm not going to extend it down. Because we're now trading underneath that. Our RSI for the day for cake B&B is in cake's favor. We're flipping back and forth here. It wouldn't take much. Now we got 16 hours left on this daily candle, so we're into a kind of a fresh candle. This could turn into a green 1. Or it could turn into a green 2, a kind of a weak green 2. Now where did I just see a weak green 2? On the weekly, right? Yeah. Okay, interesting. So I'm still real hopeful for cake, to be honest with you. I think we may start seeing movement. And if we see movement on cake, we're going to see movement on everything else that I'm into, right? So I think I said that vet was a buy, and that looks like it's going to do good. And I like audio. That might be an interesting one to look for. Um, and then Matic, right? Yeah. So, and then there's a few others that look good right now. Theta is looking good on the daily. Was it the 4 hour? Yeah, the 4 hour, it was Theta's looking good. So this 2 candle just started trading above the top of this 1 candle, and it's green. So that would be a good trade. What would that look like? Well, if you were doing a trade, well, you'd set your mark here. You'd figure out where you wanted your stop loss to be. So let's say right there, about 5%. That's kind of heavy. Oops. Hold on, let me. All right. About 7%. And that would be worth it. And then you would follow this up with trailing stop losses. Theta, theta should be strong, I think. Theta should be strong. IOTA should be strong pretty soon. These are all coins that I don't have anything in, right? OMG. Um, where's Ohm? Ohm is one of those that I never got into, and I really should have gotten into this. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made and regrets were had. All because I didn't like ETH fees. Okay, so one quick thing that I wanted to look at was I wanted to bring up MS. Okay. So what we're looking at here in paint, this is what I call the mall strategy, right? So some of you don't go to malls, but a lot of you know what they are, right? And this is how you want to treat your investments in altcoins, right? So for instance, I have BTC on one side, and that's one of my anchor stores. And then so this would be like I don't know, Lord and Taylor's or J.C. Penney's or something like that, right? A big store. Then over here I have another big store, maybe, obviously not as big as BTC, but over here for me it was B&B this last round. This future round it might be ETH, right? But either way, that's what I did last year. I'm going to stick kind of close to that this year. Now, in between your stores, you want to fill in with some alts and you want to make them, these are much smaller stores, right? So your bulk is in these guys, the ones that are going to be around for 4 years, right? And then you can put a little bit of money into these. And then your shit coins, right? You these are your little kiosk stores that are kind of in the walkway that people have to go past in order to get to the stores that they want, the Bed Bath and Beyond. And these shit coins, you need to look at these as like very transient, right? They're only there for a very short time. You need to buy them and you need to sell them, right? And I generally stay away from shit coins, but I do have like $50 worth of Doge. I do have a couple other shit coins that we're talking about like 50 to $100 was spent, right? And some of them I may keep, most of them I sell very quickly. Um, and then you want to fill in with alts, things that you know are going to work, right? Like Sol and things like VeChain, Polkadot, right? Cake, right? These are your alts. But when the shopping season ends, you're gonna all of these shitcoin kiosks are all gonna close up shop, and businesses, half of these altcoin shops are gonna go out of business, right? So keep that in mind. It'll be BTC, it'll be ETH and BNB, and then it'll be just a couple of the alts left after this whole run, and all of these shitcoins will be gone. So, just wanted to point that out. And this is also a good strategy for long-term investing in stocks where you put like General Electric over here and maybe oil over on the other side, right? And then you fill in with your Tesla and your Apple and stuff like that, which are ones that you're going to keep. And then you have your short-term investments and you have your shit stocks like AMC that you only put a little bit of money into. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Have a great day tomorrow.